When you're coaching third base, you want to give a visual reminder to the runner on second base by showing 5 fingers and pointing to the bag. This will just remind them of the 5 ways to come here. And when you're teaching this, knowing where the third baseman plays makes a big difference. If the third baseman is in like they usually are, maybe 7 to 12 feet, however far in they are, when the ball's hit to the third baseman, if she moves to her left, you can automatically come. If she moves to her right, you can automatically come. If she has to go in for a bunt, you can automatically come to third base. Now that's 3 of the 5 ways. The 4th way is a ball hit behind you on second base. Anything on the ground to the other side of the infield is the 4th way. The 5th way to come here is the play that's hit in the hole. When the shortstop has to go deep in the hole to make the play backhand, and as she comes up to release the ball, when the ball leaves her hand to go to first, you now can come to third. It's a play and a situation in these 5 ways that a lot of kids will not anticipate, and you'll see them caught in between. Whoa, I should have gone, or maybe I could have made it. If you just remind them prior to the play happening, 5 ways here now, then they will think about those ways and anticipate those before they happen. One other thing that is one of the most neglected aspects of base running is sliding. Too many kids are indecisive in their sliding as to whether to slide or not slide. And when they get caught in between where they're going to slide and decide not to is where injuries occur. You can help that as a third base coach, that if you see a play that is going to be a close play, when in doubt, slide. So if I have one of my base runners coming into third base, I have the whole field in front of me here, and I am able to guide my runner into the bag. And I'll do that simply by getting down on my knees, either both knees to do this so that my base runner sees me slide. I'm either here to get down, or if I can tell the direction of the throw, I can be down on one knee, sliding this way with my hands, or down on the other knee, directing her in this way with my hands so that she slides to this side, depending upon where the throw is coming from in the outfield. Too many times have I seen kids come into the bags, standing up to catch the ball and tag them, and they're out. So when in doubt, it's always good to make them slide. Now once we get around to third base, we want to communicate with our runner again. We want to remind our runner of as many things that we can to anticipate happening with this next hitter coming to the plate. We want to tell them, just like we do on the other bases, we want to let them know the number of outs. There's either no outs, 1 out, 2 outs. We want to remind them of the game situation. The game's real close now. For instance, we cannot get doubled off on a line drive. Do not move until you see the ball go past an infielder. Don't see the ball hit up here and see a line drive and take off, and then all of a sudden they catch it and double you off third. You do not move till the ball hits the outfield grass, because you can score from that point. Know the distance of the backstop here. Now we might not, in this park we're playing in today, you'll probably be able to score on a pass ball because the screen is far enough back. Some of the parks you play in might not be far enough back, or it might have a wood frame around the bottom that every time the ball hits it, it bounces and comes right back to the catcher, and you're going to be out at home plate. That's something else you should remember, okay? This park here we can go ahead and score in. You want to make sure you're freezing on the line drive. You know the distance of the screens here, okay? Now let's take a look at our outfield. As we look around out here, the girl in left field right now, she doesn't throw very well, so you're going to tag on anything, even shallow. The gal in center field, the same way. Now the gal in right field, she's got a cannon. Got to be real careful on a ball hit to her. Okay, just view if she's going left or right to catch the ball, you can score. If she's coming straight in, I don't want you to try to tag up and score on this play. Now the ball on the ground this time, if it's hit to the other side of the infield, you can go. But because of where the infield's playing right here, the ball that's hit on the ground here, we want to make sure that we hold up until they make a commitment. Another visual cue you might use with runners on first or first and second is you might point to the bag and then do this, which simply means in their mind that you do not make the first out of the inning or the third out at third base. As an explanation, if I've got a girl who hits a ball that thinks it might be a triple with nobody out, She has to come to third base knowing she can stand up, because we do not want to make the first out here at third base. What we would rather have is a runner on second base and nobody out than somebody thrown out trying to stretch a triple to third base and make the first out of the inning and nobody on base. The same thing happens with 2 outs. She hits a double thinking she might be able to get a triple. She does not want to make the last out of the inning here, because the next girl may get up and get a base hit and score that run. We don't want to make the first out or the third out at third base. And all I simply do is this: point to the bag and do this, which means to the student or to the player, you better make sure you can come over here standing up rather than bang, bang, slide, out, or safe.